What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Down South Off-Road and Outdoor. Now, in this episode, it's not Jeep related, but it's still outdoor and overland related. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about footwear, specifically HAIX. Probably a boot brand you've never heard of, but we're going to go over these year-and-a-half-old beauties and why I think they're probably one of the best outdoor boots you can buy. Stay tuned. So the reason I have these guys is typically year after year I bought a brand new pair of Keens and that's my boots for the year. I always try to get a boot that's waterproof because if you're filming YouTube videos and crossing creeks, you're guaranteed to get wet. And what I've noticed with my Keens now that we're doing harder stuff with them is that after about 6 months they're no longer waterproof. And so the last few trips that we've went on, my feet have been a mess because the socks are soaking wet all day sitting in the Jeep and running down the trails. And then when you take them off at night, your feet smell like absolute horse's ass. So I work in the lumber industry, and this boot manufacturer is hard and heavy in that industry. They do a ton of logging boots. They do a ton of law enforcement and military boots. These things are very, very pricey, but you know what? You get what you pay for in most cases. So this brand is HAIX. You say it just like HIKES. It's a German company. These are all made in Europe. I think this actual boot is made in Croatia. So let's talk about the boot that I chose. This is, well, if I can open it with one hand while I'm filming, this is the Scout 2.0. So I went with the Scout 2.0 because I didn't need something as heavy as those big boy logging boots. I needed something that I could wear every day just doing normal activities. And man, these things are sexy. So to talk a little bit about these HAIX boots, these have a big, thick Vibram sole. There is not a whole lot of flex to these boots. You're not really going to feel anything on the trail coming through these. They're fully waterproof. Gore-Tex inside, you can see that. I haven't put these on yet. The tongue is super padded. I love the padding around the top edge here. These boots are the 7-inch, they're 7 inches tall. So these are a little higher than my normal Keens. This toe cap is super hard. Super strong toe cap. So you get the almost like a safety toe without the uncomfort of a safety toe. So you've got this high lacing system. This here will allow you to get this super tight, but still have this loose so that it's easy to slide your foot in and out of. One thing that's super neat that I've never seen in another pair of boots, this here, once your strings go through, will keep your tongue in place. So as you're out on the trails, you're not gonna have to deal with it fumbling around or anything like that. All right, guys, so you can see how sexy these boots are. Leo agrees that they're a good looking boot. I cannot wait to try these bad boys on and wear them out in the field. This stuff on the front and rear is super hard. I mean, super hard, but then you've got a ton of flex here. It says these are designed so that you can pack a super heavy pack and still not have to worry about turning your ankles. So I'm pretty excited to see what they can do. Let me know in the comments what you think of these boots. If you like the way they look. So what I'm gonna do, this is just the unboxing portion of the boot. I'm going to wear these on a lot of our trips. It's especially getting colder, so I'll definitely have a better comparison as to how they do compared to my Keens. So I'm gonna wear these for a few months on our upcoming outdoor cold overlanding trips, and I'll report back to let you know if these new Scout 2.0s from HAIX are worth the $245 price tag. All right, guys, stay tuned. So guys, these boots are such a cut above the rest. One of the cool things you see at their booth is they give you these cutaways that show their composite toes, how many layers go into their soles. It's pretty awesome, especially when you get to these big logger boots. You can see all the steel, all the membranes of padding. And then we'll go right over here and you can see the brand new Scouts. And then all of their safety boots. And I'll be honest, these things are unreal. So many people in the lumber industry are wearing these. So yeah, guys, check out HAIX.
Okay, so some of the questions that we get are about like the waterproofing of boots. And what makes HAIX very unique is that instead of gluing the liner into the boot like a booty construction or a sock construction, the liner of the boot is actually affixed into the midsole. You see the little squiggly lines? So this liner will never bunch up or come out of this boot. Thus, it will keep this boot watertight.
Well, and that's been what's happened with me. I've had these boots almost a year and they're still completely waterproof. Yep. So that is awesome, guys. And yeah, you're right. You can see it right there. Nice. All right, guys. That was my unboxing of the HAIX Scout 2.0. Apparently, Leo wants to be in the review. But so these boots are now 14 months old. I still wear them constantly. I still love them. I actually pressure wash these boots. That's why they look a little washed out. But I pressure wash these at the car wash with a high pressure hose, and they are still 100% waterproof. So would I buy these again for an over $200 price tag? Absolutely. These are now my favorite boots, I think, of all time. I don't know that I've ever had a pair of boots this comfortable and this tough. When you're wearing them, you really do feel like your foot's a tank. I've dropped tons of things on these toes, never felt it. So I like them so much. I actually bought a pair for our big trip that we're going on. Actually, we leave in 4 days. So we're leaving from Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion and going straight to Colorado, Utah, and New Mexico. We'll be doing 16 days off grid, and I'll be trying the new HAIX boots that I have now. But long story short, best boot I've ever worn. I don't think I'll ever buy anything else unless I'm looking for something a little less protective and tankish. But absolutely check out HAIX, and I'll give you my thoughts on the Black Eagle 2.0 that you're going to see in just a second. All right, guys, I like the first set of HAIX so much. I got a second pair. This is going to be a summer set. We're going out west in August, so I wanted a set that was a little cooler and easier to put on and take off while I'm in the Jeep, because we'll be living in the Jeep for about 16 days. So I got the Black Eagle Athletic 2.0. These have a side zipper. So let's check them out. HAIX Black Eagle collection. And I'm not going to do a review on these boots until the full year, just like the review that you're watching right now. So this is the Black Eagle 2.0. They've got this super strong ankle protection right here. They kind of have a tennis shoe sole. That's one thing to note when you buy these. Don't use your boot size, use your tennis shoe size. So it's got a zipper cover here, and then your side zip down. Should make getting them on and off a lot easier. Man, that's just a good looking boot, guys. It does seem to be a little higher than the Scout 2.0 that I'm currently rocking. These aren't steel-toed, just like the Scouts, but this toe is super hard, so I think you're gonna get a lot of the same protection. And that's kind of neat. You store your boot strings and that keeps them from hanging down. So, all right guys, that is the Black Eagle 2.0. And after a year of wear, I'll give it my full review. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And hey, come back here in a year's time and see what I think of these Black Eagle 2.0s.